Hey, good morning. BJ and Joe Ondo out and about on the Recumbents here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today is the Veterans Day Parade, or the Veterans Parade, whichever you want to call it, since it's not actually Veterans Day, but they always hold their parade on the Saturday before the upcoming Veterans Day on November 11th. So if you have a veteran in your family or as a friend or whatever, tell them thank you for their service. Wanted to show you this gigantic flag they're putting up. They have to bring those ladders up at exactly the same time.
Yeah, the CMP examiner basically told me, like, go get the x-ray before you enter the surgery.
It's a good thing it's not windy, huh? Yeah, that would be a bear. But yeah, so people are starting to gather. I believe it starts at 11. We used to actually ride in the parade, but the bike group that we rode with is kind of dissolved. So this year, sadly, we're just spectators. So thought I'd let you kind of see what's going on. After this, we'll probably head out to lunch and then go for a ride, short ride. It's sunny today, which is really nice, because last November we couldn't even get out of our apartment because the road in front of our apartment complex was had 2 inches of ice, and so we couldn't make it last year at all. So it's nice that this year, this is Acacia Park here. This is the main downtown park. We'll have Christmas carolers and stuff over on the stage over there. But yeah, so it comes right down Tejon Street, several blocks, and as you can see, we brought our chairs with us. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to say hi, Joe. All right. So we'll get back to you when the parade actually kind of starts. All right. Bye for now.
Some of the pilots that were in the movie were there up at that theater way up in town. And kids at they got as I know him. Wave.
World War II Battle of the Bulge.
Wonderful.
They provide a blanket for you and one popcorn. Sit on your cars.
Yes.
And watch movies.
Yeah, well, as you can see, the parade has started. And they come right down Tejon Street here in downtown Colorado Springs. And they end up going that way. And they go down towards Pikes Peak Avenue.
Morning.
That's right.
Good job.
course. Howdy. I'm hoping for some, hopefully we've got some bands coming. That would be really cool. Thank you for your service, sir. 101 years old. Good gracious. That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay. Howdy. Do a bit of a 360 here. Oh wow!
So, I'm former military, and I went there. It was so cool to see World War II.
That's awesome.
And they were in their uniforms.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Army.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Yeah, it was so cool.
I'll bet.
I was jealous they could fit.
Yeah, I don't think I can fit into mine either, so don't think so.
They did such a good job. I mean, the whole student body was there. It was only like 6 or 7 kids. The kids got it. You know, they were just so.
That's great, though.
So passionate.
Howdy. I like the bubbler. Dude, you might die if you keep that up.
There's always got to be them somewhere.
Yeah, oh, I know.
So I should walk over with my hand.
Howdy.
I know that's why I should go over with my hand. I should pull up on my phone what was it really said.
Hey, this actually could be our high school alma mater band coming down here, dear. It looks like Whitefield.
When did you guys graduate?
73, a long time ago.
My wife was a big high school.
Yeah.
Marcy Smith. Oh, Mike Smith was in class of 72. My wife was Marcy Smith in class of 75.
Oh, wow.
My sister-in-law, Teresa was 75. Yeah, there were 7 of them.
Okay. Go Gladiators. Yeah. Yeah, that was the Whitefield High School band. That's Joe's and my alma mater. We both graduated from Whitefield High School in 1973. Thank you.
We are but I probably will. Yeah.
Oh man, get out of here. Hello. Hello. Yeah, as you can see, it goes all the way back there. It's about 10 blocks down, and there will be a lot of. The turnout is really good this year. The weather is really great. Sadly, we couldn't be in the parade. Usually, we've been in the parade every year. We had a veterans bicycle group, but it kind of disbanded, sadly. Hello. And these are the Pikes Peak Rangerettes. They go all over the United States for the rodeo there. All right, check out this. Oh, wow. Got a flash from the windscreen there. Ooh, man, that flash is. Yeah, wow. That's pretty cool. Must be like a reenactment group. Ooh, 60 caliber. M60.
Yeah, there was one. There were some installations. So you had the same one. Yeah, there's always that little gap. Now my wife has 2 younger siblings that you had 30 siblings and all the siblings.
Some old deuce and halves. An old one and a more modern one. I've got the Marine Corps League coming up. I know.
That shows you how solid they were built.
Yes. Me either.
I guess on their post they would have.
Yeah. Thank you for your service. All right, I'm gonna shut off for just a little while. Give this thing a rest here. We'll be back. Yeah.
Yeah.
The motorized version.
Cars, businesses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, check that out. Those are World War II era. Howdy. Nice ride. Hello. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Yeah, that's where I'll be someday. Now the Pikes Peak, we have a new Pikes Peak Veterans National Cemetery just outside of town now. It's only maybe 2 or 3 years old. We used to be, if you were a vet and you were, being buried, you had to go to Denver to be able to go to a National VA cemetery. But now we have our own. That's it. Got a lot of horses. Oh, that's interesting. They usually have the street sweepers at the very last, but there's more groups down there. Maybe they're going to befriend all the horses. Yeah, usually they have the street sweepers come very last, but I guess they're going down the street for the because of the horses. The truck's name is Bruce Springsteen, and the other one is Kevin.
with the bus.
Yeah. So they changed it because they used to have the horse groups mostly at the last part. So that's why they did that. Howdy. Now this is a really neat group coming up because they basically it's the American Military Living History Association. So they have all different uniforms from all the different types of the services in the United States throughout since 1776. Actually, since 1775. Got Rosie the Riveter even.
At the half step, forward, forward.
Oh, there you go. Drum and fifes. Now we have the Falcon High School marching bands. The Falcons from Falcon. I like that. Boy, got some really huge ROTC setups anymore, don't they? This is Falcon High School here. That was the Falcon Band. Man, that's a lot of people. Now you know why the Air Force has never had to worry about recruiting. Yeah. Oh, I would have killed to be in the Space Force.
I got a couple of friends who have sons in it.
Yeah. No kidding. Oh man, they're just going. That's cool. Oh man. Yeah, no kidding.
Too fancy over
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. Zebulon Pike, Daughters of the American Revolution.
So this is what
The Kinnikinnick, I love that name. Hello? Yeah. This parade gets bigger every year too, boy. It does. The Cheyenne Mountain Chapter, National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution. Wow.
I mean, those are those. Yeah.
There you go. Well, that was nice. You're not going to get it over your mirror, dear. Oh, yeah, it might make it. There you go. A little easier to do on the trikes. I'll have to see what group they are. Got his dog with him. Yeah.
Is that Nick driving? It is. Hi there.
Military Order of the Purple Heart. Chapter 423.
Whatever.
Cool. Check out these costumes. That's World War II right there. Oh, man.
There were no chunky guys there. That's for sure.
That was the one reason I didn't go in the Army. All right. American Legion Color Guard and the American Legion Riders. Yeah. That's it. Oh Lord, am I tired. Wow, I mean, there's still all kinds of groups back there. I'm going to run out of battery before this gets done. I see some hot rods though. All right. Woohoo! Angels of America's Fallen. That's a good group there. Oh, got a pretty old Mustang coming up here. Yeah. You're an idiot. Big idiot. On that thing. Corvette Club. They've got the local Corvette club coming up. Colorado Springs High School Palm Alumni Association. Colorado Springs Corvette Club. Yeah, that's from the Colorado Springs Corvette Club. Boy, it's got to be hard on a Corvette to go that slow.
They will do that for everybody. Very clever.
Take my big old Dodge right Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's the right bet. What a view. Actually, no, that's a 60. What would that be? That's a 62. The Stingrays were 63s and 64s. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny. I was talking to my daughter a couple of days ago. And those days, you can identify the
Yes.
height
Yes.
by the lights.
By the lights.
By the lights. That's all you
They
can do.
usually play talking though.
Yeah, that. Yep.
That actually points at the
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was the Camaros, the Firebirds, the Vets, the Chevelles. You knew what the year it was.
That's
Exactly
it.
by the
That's
lights,
it.
the headlights. Now forget it.
I know. American cars look like European cars. European cars look like American cars.
Well, think about it, babe. There weren't Toyotas. I mean, you had the Nissan.
Yeah, the Nissan.
Datsun.
Datsun.
270.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
Right.
And then you had just the muscle cars.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kirby. That's exactly what it was. It's a 72 Chevelle. No, it's not. It's a 70, man. Look at the square light.
That's it. It's like a 56 and a 55 Chevy. The only real difference is the 56 has a grill that looks like it's smiling.
I had a 70 soon. I was My wife had a Subaru Brat.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's even legal today.
Yeah, probably not.
You got the seats in the back, but you have to have seat belts. Who knows?
Because they later on they brought out the Subaru Baja, but it wasn't anywhere near as cool as the Brat. Yeah, but it just wasn't as cool as the Brat though.
When I went to Falcon High School, we get out of school, we jump in the back of pickup trucks and go carry them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We're going 50 miles an hour in the back of the truck with a shotgun. Do that now, you're going to jail.
Oh yes. Whew.
One of my daughters bought me like a memory book for Christmas last year. I started filling it out. So I got to transfer it. It's just not going to be there.
Yeah.
And I want them to know what I went through because if they had computers, I would have been canceled. I don't know how many. I guarantee all three of us have been canceled.
Yes. Yes.
The
I
stuff that
agree.
we did, we would either be dead or in prison for it. Yeah.
Some of them didn't even have seat belts.
We had the one that had the back seat that faced the back.
Yeah.
I remember on long trips.
Yeah.
There were no seatbelts in there. Yep.
Alaska.
Oh no! I know where this is going. Flag. This is in the snow. I'm the oldest by a mile. Look like the little high chairs you put the metal
Oh yeah.
to a table.
Yeah.
The car seat.
Yeah, that was a car seat. And it had a little plastic wheel and a honky horn.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but no seatbelts.
Oh no.
But the cars were so metal, and the speed limit, I mean, there were no cars on them.
That's
There
right.
weren't even stop signs or stoplights. Yay, Air Force Roxy. Look at that's what Anna did. That's what she
Sand Creek Scorpion Marching Band. He did better today than on Halloween, huh?
No. He weighed at 8 pounds.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Now, there's your stingray.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, I should have known the look. Good job.
But that's a 64 because it doesn't have a split rear window. In 63, they had a piece of metal up the middle of the rear window. Oh, that breeze is getting cold. That one horn's always about wore out. Must be the Model A Association. Yeah, these are all Model A's. Yeah, just a tad. It's nice to know there's something out there before our time.
My in-laws passed recently. They were 28 and 29. My mother-in-law came from North Dakota on a wagon, she said.
Wow. Man.
These are old cars.
You both. Yeah, this parade has definitely grown over the years, I'll tell you. Because it used to barely make an hour. Now it's probably going to make an hour and a half to 2 hours. Wow, another Air Force. Okay, well, I am going to shut down the video, folks, because to be honest with you, I'm getting tired of standing. All right. We'll get back to you. Bye for now. Hey, well, we're back. Yeah, got done with the parade, and now we were going to stop downtown at Panino's and share a big bopper sandwich, but although it's sunny out and not like terribly cold, the breeze to the wind is kind of chilly. So we decided to head for a Maverick convenience station, and Oh man, this thing's, sorry, my shifting is causing me problems today. It's probably not the shifter's fault, it's probably my fault. Right? And I can't find a proper gear. Try this again. One more down. Come on, there we go. All right. Yeah, sorry for all the switching back and forth. But yeah, so we're on the Cascade Street bike lane. We came up Cascade Street and then went to Wood Avenue and then decided to go up to the Maverick here. Maverick convenience station or gas station or whatever you want to call it. Convenience store. And so we gonna catch us they have a pretty good deal on pizza, and it's actually not bad really for being a convenience store. And it's a place where we can park the trikes outside, and yet we can go inside out of the wind, and we can still see the trikes. So we thought about going all the way to Panera Bread up north, but that's a long ways, especially when it's like pretty close to 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So need to get some food in my poor wife. Luckily, we always carry think bars, so about 11, at least she got a think bar in her, so she won't run down to 0 on me with her blood sugar count. But yeah, there's no way over here. Well, actually, we could have gone, I didn't think about it, but we could have gone down to the Pikes Peak Greenway and then come up the first part of the Templeton Gap and then up to Nevada and then kind of rode Nevada back, yeah, through the parking lots and stuff, back to the Maverick convenience store. So, but this way works too. It's not like it's got a lot of super heavy traffic. Can at times, but most of the time it's not that bad. And it is a full bike lane where you can get the cars quit parking in it. Yeah, I've talked to the Colorado Springs Police Department before, and they just don't seem to have any interest in getting these cars out of the bike lane. Never fails. There's hardly any traffic at all until we get up here. You know, it's where we have to turn. And then there's all kinds of traffic. But tough. They'll just have to put up with this today. But we're going to start climbing here, so I need to pop up a gear. Okay. So we'll just have to stay over here as far as we possibly can. Try to stay out of people's way. It's just up the road here, so it's not like we're going to be anybody's way for that long. Should have dropped 2 gears. I'm going to hit the boost here and give myself a little. There we go. Put it up to level 2 on the E-assist and help us out a bit. But yeah, got to get some food in Joe so her blood sugar doesn't crash. But we needed a place where we could, go inside and actually see the bikes. So this will work great. As you can see, this is the Maverick convenience station here, so it wasn't that long. Whew. Yeah. Put the level down to 1 now. Very good. Yeah. As you'll see, we'll bring this right up here, and we will be able to see the trikes without any problems. All right. Yeah. All right, there's Joe. So, okay. I don't know what we're going to do as far as if we're going to ride anymore or not. Probably will, maybe a little bit. Maybe go down the Templeton Gap Trail here a bit or something after we eat. All right? So, BJ and Joe, we'll get back to you. Bye. Hey, well, we're back. We had a little pepperoni pizza at Maverick convenience store or station, and now we're on the Templeton Gap Trail, and we're going to ride this up a ways and then turn around because it's already basically, what is it? It's about 1:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and there's supposed to be several small cold fronts, coming through today. Man, come on, gears. Yeah, my gears are being a little mean today. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Sometimes they just don't shift as smoothly as they do normally. I don't know what it is. May have too much dirt in the rear derailleur or something. It's been kind of windy and breezy and a lot of dust, and of course, a lot of crushed leaves over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So probably about time to give the drivetrain a real good cleaning before heavy winter sets in. But we didn't expect to get a big ride in today because, you'll find that most of the video is the Colorado Springs Veterans Parade, and but I thought you might enjoy that, especially if you don't have a Veterans Parade in your town or city. And we just, like I said, we're on the Templeton Gap Trail, or the T-Gap Trail, as it gets called sometimes, and mostly by us natives, Too lazy to say Templeton Gap, easier to say T-Gap. But it's one of those trails that we ride quite a bit. Another urban trail, not a rail trail. You can kind of see the sun's not too far from going down, and it's not even quite 2 o'clock yet, so it kind of shows you just how quickly the sun is going down this time of year. But we didn't have much of a ride to downtown. It's only like 3 miles to downtown, and so altogether I think we've got about 6 or 7 miles today. It's, maybe we'll get 10 by the time I get back, but that's okay, because we could have walked down to the event, but it's nice to go down in your recumbent trike and then just sit there and watch the parade, Of course, I did standing mostly so I could capture some of the parade, but still, it's a lot more comfortable. You don't have to carry a chair with you, because we'd have to walk or take the bus. And the only good thing about if we would have walked instead of rode the trikes is that we could have stopped off at Panino 74 downtown and got a big bopper. But the pizza wasn't bad. I had the little Maverick convenience station store. Doesn't do a bad job on their pizza. Kind of a nice medium crust, But yeah. So if you're a veteran or married to a veteran, happy Veterans Day. This is one of the ones you can actually say happy to. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't think Happy Memorial Day actually fits. It's not really a day to be happy. It's a day to reflect, for those that have passed. Where Veterans Day is just, just a day to celebrate the contributions that veterans have done for their country. That's it. Nothing super special. Don't expect anything out of it. But it's nice to be recognized. They say that only 1% of the population actually goes in the military, which seems strange. It seems like it's a lot more than that. It should be a lot more than that, but I guess the majority of the population doesn't go in the military. I spent 4 years in the Air Force. Well, okay, to be exact, I spent almost 4 years in the Air Force. I got an early out. I got out in April of '77, and I was supposed to get out in August, but I got out in April on an early out. Hello, thank you. And I got out. Well, basically what I did is I transferred from the active Air Force to the Air National Guard here in Colorado in a program called Palace Chase. And then I spent about 6 months in the Air National Guard. And then I ended up I tried to get back into the Air Force, the active Air Force, but, in a different career field. I didn't really care much for being a security policeman. Not a mean enough personality to be a policeman. Not strict enough, I guess. But even though I had a good best re-enlistment code you can get, RE1, yeah, they just weren't taking anything back, and I was walking out of the recruiter's office, and guy with a big gold anchor on his head, on his cap, said, "You want to try the Navy, son?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. Being on a ship for 4 years, that's a little much." He said, "Well, we have a 2-year enlistment you can do, just to see if if the Navy's for you." And I said, "Well, I can do 2 years no matter what." So I went ahead and I joined the Navy. And I will have to say, the Navy was a little tough to put up with, being deployed and stuff, but I had a great job. I was an aviation storekeeper, so I worked in aviation supply system. And I served BS-21. That was my squadron. We had the new S-3A Viking submarine hunters, and then we got stationed on the USS Kitty Hawk CV-63 aircraft carrier, and but I was married to my first wife, and she could not handle being a Navy wife, because you get left alone a lot. So we decided to. She decided that we were getting out, so we did. And then about basically a year later, she divorced me. So should have stayed in, but that's okay. Not really sure that, I have a little bit too much of a laid-back, nice guy personality for a good military person. At least a good military manager. I was a good military troop, but I suck at management. And once you make a certain rank, you kind of go into management. You don't have any choice. Hey, Joe? You want to go ahead and go down there and then spin around, head back to Nancy Lewis Park and go home that way?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. That'll give us a little more ride. We were going to turn here at the park, but it got here really fast. Okay. Thank you. Got a nice person there who stopped for us. Let us across. Thank you. Motorcycle rider. But now we're going across the bridge here. Pretty good view of. Well, it's kind of hazy today. There may be a forest fire or something somewhere. I know they've had a couple of fires lately. Got some glass, Joe. Watch out. And we're going to go this way. See, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the Templeton Gap here up to Union Boulevard, and then we'll take basically just a little sidewalk area back behind the sound walls that go along Union, because it's very noisy. It's a big 6-lane, 50-mile-an-hour speed thing, so there's a lot of noise, so they put up a sounding fence, but the fence is getting in really bad shape in its old age. But there's a little sidewalk that goes down to a side street, and then hello. Thank you. Have a good day. But yeah, well, like I said, Joe's back there. And as you can kind of see, we're kind of bundled up. Well, it's funny, it's actually a pretty nice day, except for the fact that the wind, or breeze, just a breeze now. It's not really a wind, but the breeze has a bite to it. It's that time of year. And I guess we were supposed to have like 4 or 5 different little cold fronts come through between today and tomorrow. And tomorrow's supposed to be like 5-6 degrees colder than today. So tomorrow we probably won't ride. It's going to be pretty, if there's any wind, it's only going to be like 42 degrees Fahrenheit. And if there's any wind, it'll be pretty darn chilly. Although it is supposed to be sunny, so we'll have to see. We'll kind of make a last minute decision. But we'll probably just take the day off and take it easy. And we're not going to go through the tunnel. We're going to stay up. And because it's kind of hard to see from clear back here, but that's where the trail continues in that tunnel. And you have to go down underneath Union Boulevard. And but we're not going to go that way. We're going to head over to Templeton Gap Road. Not Templeton Gap Trail, but Templeton Gap Road. So yes, they have a trail and a road named the same thing. And then we're going to take the Templeton Gap Road bike lane back to the Rock Island, and then head on home from there. Because by the time we get there, it'll probably be 2:30 towards 3, and like I said, the breeze is pretty chilly. So, and Joe was having some sinus problems yesterday. So yeah, we may just want to. There's some of our trail signage. We don't get near as much as I wish we had. And there you can see where the trail goes under into the tunnel. But normally I don't record this, but why not? What the hey? Yeah, like I said, we're gonna just a sidewalk. We're gonna go behind the behind the sound wall here. Gotta make sure nobody's coming up. It's a bit on the thin side. I think a bike and a trike could pass each other okay, but I'm not sure if two trikes could actually pass each other that easily. So as you can see, it does have it is listed as a bikeway. That's what that little blue sign with the mountain means. Now this is the sound wall I was telling you about, but like I said, it's getting in really bad shape. They need to rip it all out because it's just metal, and maybe make it out of brick like they did some of the other ones. And first of all, it'll look a lot nicer. Second of all, it'll probably deaden the sound a lot more. So yeah, so now we're going to jump out off the side trail. Howdy. And we're going to jump onto Templeton Gap Road. All right. Like I said, if it wasn't for the bitey breeze, man, it would be a great day. Because it's solid sun, and there's some real thin high clouds, but that's it. I mean, it's really a nice day. But yeah, we had a really good turnout at the Veterans Day Parade. So that's really good because last year, well, the weather was really bad last year. It was cold, man, and it was icy, and I think people, just didn't want to get out in the super nasty weather. But the year before was one of the years. It was the last year that we got to actually ride in the parade with the veterans powered bicycle group, and but they had talked seriously about closing down the parade because they weren't getting enough people, weren't getting enough turnout, and it was being run by a company that does that kind of stuff, an event company. But luckily they all decided, a group got together, a group of veterans organizations got together and got it re-promoted and everything, and so now this year turned out really good, and that's great. It's always going to be the better the weather, the more turnout they're going to have. I mean, nobody wants to freeze themselves to death, But yeah, like I said, right now we're on the Templeton Gap Road, and once we cross over here, it actually has a bike lane. It's a pretty good bike lane. We'll pass Nancy Lewis Park here in town, and which is probably, to me, is the nicest park in the whole town. Of course, they say that Panorama Park is the top park now because it just got redone last year and they put a lot of money into it. But it's on the southeast side of the city, and we don't get that down that way very often. We're kind of central now. It's funny because we live in an area called the Old North End, the historic Old North End, but it's really not the North End anymore. Okay, now as you can see, we're in the bike lane now. And this will take us down to the Rock Island Trail. That's Nancy Lewis Park over there. Got to be careful. There's always little holes and divots for drainage and whatever in these bike lanes. But yeah, that's Nancy Lewis Park there. And it has a really nice little playground. It has a fountain and has benches, and It's just a nice park. It really is. Got some big sticks in the road here. But yeah, well, as we're getting down this way, I just want to say thanks for coming along for the parade and the ride, and hopefully you're out and about on your recumbent or regular bike. It doesn't matter as long as you're out. As Ryan would say, get off the couch and get out there. Yeah. Like I said, we'll probably end up walking tomorrow. It is supposed to warm up though in the first 3 or 4 days of the week, so howdy. And so we'll should be able to get a ride fairly soon. Can't complain when you figure it's heading towards the middle of November and we still haven't had any really bad weather, you know, snow or ice or anything like that. Just chill. Been a couple of days where it's gotten down into the 40s. Okay, well, gonna switch hands here. And yeah, we just appreciate you guys coming along. Say a big thank you to our subscribers. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Please think about liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Out and About on the Recumbents with BJ and Joe Hondo. And sorry, the sun's kind of in my eyes, and I'm looking for the trail. There it is. But yeah, like I said, we'd really appreciate, you know, if you'd like, subscribe, and share. Share the video with anybody you think might have an interest. We are really close to 500 subscribers. It'd be really cool to make that milestone. Now, don't get me wrong. There's no money at 500 subscribers. You have to have a minimum of 1,000 before you can become what they call monetized. Okay, which means before you can make any money at all on YouTube, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Well, I don't know if we'll ever make 1,000 subscribers. That'd be pretty cool, but I still have no interest in making any money. I've been very fortunate, you know. People have helped me out on the way. You know, the writers and subscribers, and oh, well, yeah, I guess we could do that. So I guess we're going to detour and off the trail here and go to Safeway. And actually, I think we'll ride the trail down and then we'll go over to Safeway. That way I can kind of end the video on the way down on Shook's Run there. That way at least you guys got to see a little bit of trail ride. And so there won't be much music on this one. I may try to do the last part here, put a little music for you, but since the last video was almost all music, except for my yakking at you in the front room, sorry about that, but figured I should let you know, what the heck is going on, Hey, Joe, we're going to go all the way down and use Shook's. Okay. That'll give us a little more, a little more ride. Howdy, folks. But yeah, like I said, it's really not a bad day, It's just kind of chilly. Howdy. Got a few of the foothills up there. Kind of a nice view. But yeah, like I said, this is great. We just rode up onto the sidewalk downtown, and we had our seats already. We didn't have to carry them in, so that works out really good. Yeah, like I said, I hope wherever you guys are, you can. That it was nice enough for you to ride. I know in some places, by now, it's getting pretty serious, in the winter time, and that is one of the good things about southern Colorado. This is technically supposed to be a semi-arid area, which means that we're like 2 steps away from a desert. So basically, half of Colorado Springs is basically extreme western Kansas, and the other half is all foothills and heading to the mountains. Colorado Springs really is not in the mountains. It's in the foothills of the mountains as you head west. As you head east, you're on the plains. Howdy. Can't tell the difference between eastern Colorado and western Kansas. They look exactly the same. And I do mean exactly the same. Maybe Colorado's a shade greener. Maybe. I don't know for sure, but I don't think so. Howdy? Okay. Alright. Well, from BJ and Joe on to out and about on the Recumbents. Till we see you next time. Or better yet, till we come together again. Happy trails. Passing on your left. Thank you.